performance, personalized content based on users' location, intuitive online ordering, an increase in organic search visibility, and a 40% increase in new users. For scratch-made Asian cuisine, visit your local P.F. Chang's or go to pfchangs.com for website design, development, digital marketing, and hosting that produce efficiency, revenue, and results. Visit AmericanEagle.com. P.F. Chang's and AmericanEagle.com. Another example of the best businesses in the world. Turning to the best in the business for websites, go to AmericanEagle.com or call 877-WEB-NOW1. That's 877-WEB-NOW1.
With Nissan 248, a smoke shop on the Upper West Side, just across from the 72nd Street subway station, has been hit by robbers again. 1010 Winter reporter Glenn Schuck with the story.
Local residents stand here stunned for the second time in 3 days watching a police investigation at the Lincoln Convenience Smoke Shop. There was an armed robbery here early Friday morning. Now again, 4:20 this morning. 4 suspects, one with a gun. The 29-year-old man, Good Samaritan, intervening and getting shot for his troubles. Eric Zivitz lives right around the corner.
It's a very busy corner. 72nd Street is an express train stop, so there's a lot of people coming and going. Years ago, this wasn't going on. I think the court system is a mess. I think there's a lot of things that just need total revamping.
He tells me very upset, of course, by this, but he's not leaving New York City, but understands why some people are. Glenn Schuck, 1010 wins, 71st and Broadway.
Police say a man was mugged, his e-bike stolen in Central Park over the weekend. They say it happened 2:30 Saturday afternoon at the West Drive at 106th Street. Police say a 25-year-old man was punched in the head. The thief took his e-bike and fled. The man suffered a bruise. He refused medical attention. There has been no arrests. Wins Nissan 249. Authorities in New Mexico are investigating whether the murders of 4 Muslim men are connected.
The 4 victims, beginning with Muhammad Amadi in November, were all Muslim men. The 3 others were killed within the last 2 weeks, 2 of them ambush style.
We've never gone through anything like this. It's a real time for us.
Amada said is president of the Islamic Center of New Mexico.
It's not about just the Muslim community, but the entire community. We're all in it together.
Albuquerque police have identified a vehicle that may have been used in the murders. They've also opened an online portal where the public can submit tips, photos, and videos. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
It's news time, 2:50. An Arkansas judge was found dead at the bottom of a lake after he was reported missing during a family trip over the weekend. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office says 48-year-old Northern District Judge Jeremiah Bucher ventured off alone at some point during the trip and was not seen alive again. The death is being investigated as an accidental drowning. Hong Kong is easing some of its very strict COVID protocols. Hong Kong leader John Lee says that after considering the data and risk factors, the city will reduce its mandatory hotel quarantine from 1 week down to 3 days. The policy, taking effect Friday, is the shortest period it's been since the start of the pandemic, although health officials there say the change comes during an increase in infections. Travelers must quarantine in a designated hotel, then undergo 4 days of medical surveillance, during which their movements will be restricted. Along with mainland China, it's one of the few places still requiring a quarantine to guard against travelers bringing in COVID-19. I'm Jennifer King. It's Nissan 251, time for traffic and transit with Greg Rice.
Now, Lori, through Sunset Park, we've got some trouble. Inbound Gowanus getting up towards 38th Street. School bus broke down in the middle lane. That means a bad ride for you from 7th Avenue on up. Westbound B2E, everybody's getting nosy, so that slows from Hamilton Avenue. All this in addition to the usual mess that you sign up for on the B2E. Either way, getting you over to the Brooklyn Bridge with that long-term pattern. We're limiting you to 2 lanes. Grand Central still abysmal either way. The Union Turnpike just east of Kew Gardens because of a westbound rollover getting you through that stretch. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Citybound George 45 up 30 minutes down. Then the outbound upper level is a mess because right off of the outbound George Washington Bridge, the 80 and 95 lanes coming down towards exit 71. And the locals, you've got an accident knocking out the right lane. The Lincoln Tunnel's about 20 to 30 minutes on the inbound ride, outbound side about 10 to 15. Holland no more than 10 either way. Queens down to Whitestone and Throgs next to Abysmal out of the Bronx. Not great, but it's better on the RFK. Traffic is sponsored by BioNTech and Pfizer. Charging a cell phone can be like getting a booster shot. A booster is given to enhance or restore protection after a primary series vaccination, which wanes over time. Schedule an appointment when you are eligible. I'm Greg Rice on 1010 Rings.
Now the AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Here is meteorologist Carrie Schundenhammer.
That heat advisory remains in effect, and of course it's going to be hot and humid heading through the rest of the afternoon. We could have a thunderstorm or two around into the evening, then uncomfortably warm and sticky overnight. The high this afternoon 93, low tonight only down to 80. Very hot and humid again tomorrow with partial sunshine. Parts of the area will have a thunderstorm, the high 94. The good news is that the heat won't be as extreme Wednesday and Thursday, but it stays rather humid, and unfortunately we'll have a couple of heavy thunderstorms around, some of which could produce damaging wind gusts. The high both days on Wednesday and Thursday, 86. It's 91 with some sun overhead right now, humidity 55%, the wind southwest gusting near 20. 91 headed up to 93 in Midtown. I'm Kerry Schwindenhammer on New York's weather station, 1010 wind.
Midday time 2:53. It wasn't enough to make you late, or early for that matter, but the Earth lost a speck of a sec. Scientists say on June 29th, they recorded the shortest day on Earth since the invention of the atomic clock. The International Earth Rotation and Reference Systems Service, which is in charge of global timekeeping, says on that day, Earth's rotation measured in at 1.59 milliseconds short of the normal 24-hour day. Wednesday time 2:54. One of Britain's most famous folk stars has decided to retire at the age of 103. It's probably the most famous theme tune in Britain. The radio soap opera The Archers has been running since 1951, and June Spencer was there, playing the Farman family's matriarch. Back when she turned 100, Spencer said she hoped other old people would be inspired by her still working. Spencer's character hasn't actually been killed off in the series, so who knows? There may still be hope for an encore. Correspondent Vicky Barker reporting from London. 91 degrees now. We are going down to 80 here in the city tonight. We may see a thunderstorm, possibly a strong thunderstorm, roll in early this evening. Wednesday time 2:55.
The following is a commercial announcement.
There's nothing like hearing the songs you love on local radio with no subscriptions and no monthly fees. But there's a new bill in Congress that could stop the music.